Why the fuck you think I would come after Tasha?
Because that's what Kate Egan told me.
Who the fuck is Kate Egan?
It's Tommy Egan's mother.
And what did she say?
She told me that you gave Tommy Tasha's address.
Question is, who put her up to this shit? Because that motherfucker's gonna die.
I found something in Kate Egan's ring camera footage. Check your messages.
Tell Tommy this is a gift from Monet to Hot.
Hey, what the fuck? Did you send this to Monet already?
Ma, what's wrong?
Diana, what the fuck did you do?
The fuck is this?
That's your fucking stupid ass sister giving Tommy's mother Tasha's address. Drew, you know about this shit? Drew! Fuck both of y'all! Get back here! Go! Go, Drew, go!
Welcome back, Top Notch Gang, and shit finally popped off. We're here with season 4 episode 3 of Power Book 2 Ghost, and I'm not gonna lie, this episode started a little slow, but then it started to pick shit up rapidly, and the next few episodes is gonna be crazy. But of course, first, you know, we gotta break down, recap, point out all the clues and details of everything that took place in season 4 episode 3. So of course, we got the big reveal. Drew and Diana finally exposed Monet, Kane, Tariq, everyone know what they did by delivering the letter to Kate Egan, sending Tommy after Tasha, and trying to set up both Monet and Tariq to get killed. We gotta break down all details with that. Also, Tariq and Brayden, of course, being back in the game, their new plan and way they're gonna sell product, how Tariq used Effie, caused a wedge between Effie, Kane, Noma, and of course, our boy Obie got taken out in this episode. That's another death prediction I got correct. We're going to talk about that as well. But as usual, you guys can leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Now, of course, we got to start with the big reveal, the exposing of Dru and Diana, and this has been a long time coming. How many videos have we made on this shit? It's just crazy to finally see. You guys' theory about the ring camera finally came to light. I'm not gonna lie, when people first said that theory, I'm like, yeah, I think they could come up with a more interesting way for it to be discovered, but that's exactly what happened. Of course, we saw in episode 2, Tariq and Monet finally had a conversation, and he brought up the name Kate Egan and said she was the one who told him that Monet gave her the letter to give to Tommy. Of course, we all knew it was Diana. It was gonna come back to bite them. Now, I told you guys that Kate Egan wasn't in New York. You guys kept telling me that Book Ghost, the events are ahead of Force and shit like that, but I still told you guys Kate Egan had an overdose in season 2 of Book Force. So I didn't expect her to show up in no way, shape, or form, and we saw Pinky tell Tariq and Monet that it looks like no one's been at her house for a while now. And it's cause, of course, she's in Chicago. But nonetheless, they got the proof they needed, and it took a while. Throughout the entire episode, we barely got any hints that it all was gonna unfold, except that the fact that they were having dinner. We know no Tejada family dinner ever goes right. But we saw a flashback, another Monet flashback, where in it, she caught Diana fidgeting when she lied. This one, she was teaching them the game, and she told them, if someone asks what you doing, you gotta lie, you gotta protect your family. And Diana has this little fidgeting thing with her hand when she's telling a lie that's too hard, and she did the exact same thing when talking to Monet in the present, and Monet knew something was off. And now at the end of this episode, it was finally revealed. She got sent the footage by Pinky, and Tariq was asking, did Monet already see it? Because he was gonna go take out the motherfuckers early, and I thought that's what was gonna happen. I thought Monet wasn't gonna pick up the phone, because of course we saw Tariq pull the gun out on Diana. She was wearing the exact same clothes. Obviously, we know now that's going to take place in the next episode, but we'll get into that when we talk about episode 4 tomorrow. But quick details on it, we know Kane ran out the house. He was about to take the shot but didn't do it. We see in the preview trailer, he tells Monet, Dru, and Diana gotta go, and we also already got the scene in the original trailer of them shooting at the black car with Dru and Diana in it. It was running past the apartments. Monet and Kane are at the exact same apartments. this has to be them. Of course, we saw them leaving in this same black car within this episode, so we know all of this is just gonna continue to unfold going forward, and it looks like it's gonna pick up immediately where we left off with episode 404, The Reckoning, saying Dru and Diana are on the run, Tariq and Monet are on a hunt. Monet must decide between the path to revenge and the path to forgiveness. Noma enlists Kane's help in making an ally of a powerful player. So that's the breakdown synopsis for episode 4, but once again, we're gonna go into all of this more tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Let's break down everything else in season 4, episode 3. Next up, we have the death of Obie, and I'm kind of glad to talk about this, not because my nigga dead, but it went exactly as I predicted. We all know in season 3, Tariq helped Obie get the green cards for his family, and Obie gave his thanks by helping Tariq escape at the end of season 3. It was the reason, of course, Brayden knew to come and save him. I knew this was going to come back around to bite him in the ass. Now, I initially predicted that Kane was going to be the one to find this out, because I told you guys Kane was going to become Noma's new number 2, which we're gonna get into later in this video. So I thought he was gonna discover it, but it turned out to be true. Now, we saw in episode 2, of course, Don Carter came talking to Obie about the green cards, arrested him, took him into custody, and was questioning him about Tate, Tariq, and everything like that. Now, in the meanwhile, Noma, of course, was looking for this nigga, so she decided to text Dru and tell him go to Obie's house, see what's up, what's going on. And Obie's brother, cousin, somebody in his family let it slip, of course, that they helped them get the green cards. And now Dru, of course, wondering why would Tate help them, who's close to Tate, and of course that person is Tariq. So when he went to pick Obie up from the jail, he lied to this nigga, told him he not gonna tell Noma nothing, they're good, just move him up in the organization. But the second they got in front of Noma, he pretending, acting like he's gonna have his back, and then just brought up the green cards. And I knew immediately, yeah, this the end for our boy Obie. And it was. He started talking about how he does everything to protect Noma, to protect themselves, make sure everyone's good. She straight stabbed this nigga in his throat. He fell to the ground, and that was that. It was kind of swift. I was like, damn. And immediately right then and there, you could see the tension between Kane and Dru through the rest of the episode, because both of them are now fighting to have that spot that Obie once had. Dru only revealed this information so that Noma can see that she could trust him more, lean on him more, and he got rid of someone who betrayed her. And I'm guessing he thinks this got him pretty far ahead of Kane in being a number 2, but now we know Kane and Noma hooked up within this episode. Even Effie saw signs of this. We gotta see how that plays out later, but for now, with Kane and Noma sleeping together, it's for certain he's gonna be her number 2. I know I talked about it many times. All the episode descriptions pretty much say they're gonna be working closely with one another, and it just makes sense for it to be Kane, especially now that Dru and Diana's secret are exposed. They're not gonna be working with Noma no more, of course, so the spot is basically Kane's at this point. He really didn't even have to sleep with her, to be real. He probably just did it because he was mad at Effie. Now we get into Tariq and Brayden's new plug, new business plan, how they use Effie and everything with this, because we got a lot of interesting details that we learned from this whole situation. So of course he asked Davis to get him the plug, Zion, and they only had 250K. Them niggas even sold their cars to raise this money, but that still wasn't enough. He told them the minimum was 15 bricks and they only had enough for 12. And also, even if they had the money, they had to take out someone else in the spot because he was pretty much full at this point, which is interesting because he said he took the meeting basically because Tariq's last name is St. Patrick. He took it as a courtesy to Ghost, and he said Ghost would have came prepared. The job would have been open for them to take. So hey, he talked about our boy Ghost. Somebody fucking giving Ghost some credit, because Tariq just be hating for no fucking reason. But he turned them down basically through their money, and so they had to come up with a plan. Of course, with the Roman guy, Tariq led him to Effie, basically lying to Effie, telling her that the Roman guy is operating at Stansfield, so she would want to take him out. He know how she is. She did the same thing to our boy at Cho, so of course she was going to take out this random ass nigga. So she went back to Noma, told her the situation, and Noma tasked Kane with handling it. He already knew of the Roman nigga, knew where to find him, his product, and everything like that, and they basically just blew his shit up. And with his shit getting blown up, he got detained by Detective Carter, who followed the trail of the van, the license plate back to Roman, and he's basically out the way so Tariq and Brayden could step right in and take that spot. Also, he had to borrow another 50K from Davis because my nigga just don't have it right now. Maybe if he sells some of that designer drip, he'll have some more bread in his pocket. Hey, I saw Monet had a 30K jacket in the closet. He needs to steal some of her wardrobe or something. But nonetheless, when Kane attacked Roman and did the job, he figured out that Roman was never selling on Stansfield. So he went back to Effie and was like, basically some shit not added up. And it all leads back to Tariq, of course. And he basically asked, are y'all playing the long game? She was like, that doesn't make no fucking sense. But she didn't tell him that Tariq was the one who told her about this new quote unquote competitor. And I want to see how Effie responds or reacts to this situation. Another conversation her and Tariq are gonna have, because none of them know he's currently back in the game. I think Kane and Noma, of course, is gonna be the first ones to find out, due to the fact that Kane obviously is gonna fight in the fighting rings. I don't know if this will be an episode 4 where it talks about Noma tasking Kane, enlisting the help a powerful player or some shit like that, where it possibly could take place, and it leads them back to, of course, finding out Tariq is in the game. And that's why we get the scene of Tariq and Davis meeting with Noma and Kane. All of this lines up in my opinion. We're just gonna have to wait and see how it all falls into place. Overall though, that's it for this video. You guys can leave all your thoughts and opinions down below on the season 4 episode 3 of Power Book 2 Goes. Shit did pop off, but it also is another setup episode due to the fact that we're gonna pick up immediately where we left off based on the clothes that Dru and Diana are wearing in the scenes for episode 4. So shit is about to get real. I'm kind of pissed they're even going on a break. Every time a fire episode happens, I'm like, bro, they're going on a break for no fucking reason. Then that makes me pissed that it's the last and final season. But we got some good shit going on right now. That mid-season finale is gonna hit so hard. I want you guys to comment down below which character do you believe dies in that episode. So far, I got 2 out of my 5 death predictions right. You guys can let me know how yours going so far. I got Junior and Obie. The rest of mine are Dru, Diana, and or her baby, I said. And for some reason, I can't remember my other one, but I'll go back and check and see. As usual, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.